Yes, everybody. Hope you're all doing well and welcome to another stream. We've won a game. We have won a game, and I'm absolutely gassed. I am absolutely gassed, man. I'm gassed. We have won a game, and guess what? We're smoking on that Greenwood pack tonight. That little dirty man did nothing up front, and the Reds did absolutely everything. And that is an absolute performance I wanted to see. Trudon puts it in. It's probably the best performance all season. Fantastic. Every single Liverpool player was fantastic tonight, start to finish. A real true all professional Liverpool performance, and I'm absolutely thrilled to get the 3 points in Marseille tonight. Absolutely thrilled to have won that tonight, and we absolutely deserved it. You know what? Fair play to the manager, fair play to everybody, because Liverpool smashed Marseille tonight. Dominic Szoboszlai, take an absolute bow, son. You were absolutely fantastic. What a free kick. Listen, chat, I'm actually gassed. I'm going to enjoy this match reaction for once. I'm actually going to match reaction. Gassed. When was the last time a match reaction? And I was like, yo, what a performance. Yo, I'm really happy. It's been a long time since I've ultimately felt like that. And if my mic's working, do let me know in the chat if my mic is not working. But bless up to everybody. I think Michael has raided the channel as well. Bless up, Michael, for the raid, my G. Bless up to you every single time, my guy. Thank you for the raid, my dude. Slot in, LMO. Slot in raid. Is that what we're saying? Szoboszlai, future captain. Huge 3-0 win. What a performance. Big up to everybody in the house. And if you are from Michael's channel, hit that button. Make sure you're subscribing, because we are literally a whopping 9 subscribers from 2.6k. Do I think tonight we could get it? Who knows? But if we can get there by the end of the week, that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I know, man. Wesley said we're going to get absolutely smashed in Marseille, but actually it was the other way around. 3-0 demolition for Liverpool Football Club. Now, let's get into it, because I'm really proud of the boys tonight. Really proud. So, the starting 11 was Alisson, Kirkes, Van Dijk, Gomez, Frimpong, Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, Salent, TK. And do you know what? I was happy with the lineup. Maybe I would have gone Curtis Jones, because he can hold the ball a bit better. He can get more stuck against his tough Marseille team. To be honest, but what a performance, man. What a performance from all the lads. Joe Gomez tonight, fantastic. Probably could have scored in the first maybe 30 seconds. They got the direction on the header correct. But honestly, chat, 3-0, and what a win. What a win, because you look at that league table now, Liverpool are 4th, and if Liverpool do ultimately finish 4th in the league phase, we will guarantee round of the 16 and quarterfinals home second legs. We don't get it for the semis, but that's okay. We will guarantee ourselves round of the 16 and quarterfinals second legs at Anfield. That is absolutely massive and crucial for Liverpool. So all we've got to do now is beat Qarabağ, because everybody has played all their respective games. I mean, there's still a world where we could ultimately finish third. And this is why I've been frustrating with the manager, because I do feel like we could have probably done way better in this group. I've got top 2, but we're not going to, the manager tonight, we're not going to complain. We're going to give the boys the credit they ultimately deserve, because it was a really good performance. Alisson, fantastic. So let's go through the player ratings then, because Liverpool have won tonight by 3 goals to nil. When was the last time we won by 3 goals? Barring Barnsley, where that was a lackluster, poor performance. When was the last time we actually won by 3 goals? And we was all like, you know what? What a game. What a performance. Controlled and good. Allison, fantastic. I made 4 really good saves. One of them from... You did nothing tonight, mate. Hold that. Yeah, swivel on that, you cunt. Swivel on that, you. See you next Tuesday, mate. Goalkeeper saved his shots. Allison, absolutely fantastic tonight. His distribution was good. And this is something I've been not critical of Allison in recent weeks. Something that I have complained about, in recent weeks, not just the shot stopping, but his distribution, let the ball out. I think he was really, really, really good. Really, really good, Allison, tonight. And he put in that performance that we wanted to see, and showing why he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Kirkes tonight, fantastic. Created a couple of chances, got stuck in deep. And this is something I've never been concerned about Milos Kirkes as a footballer, because the thing is, Milos Kirkes, the mistakes he was making at the start of the season was stuff that you can coach out of him. Going down too easily, making those reckless challenges, and coach those out of a player. And I thought on the inside, on the outside today, he was really good. Created a couple of opportunities. There was a couple of times where Kirkes was kind of into the midfield, and he actually looked really comfortable driving the ball with his left foot, and he was really, really good tonight. And he also dealt with this absolute scumbag as well. So yeah, you can hold that again, mate. Van Dijk and Gomez, they needed to put in a performance because, again, defensively, we have been poor the past couple of weeks. But ultimately, Gomez comes in and does a good job. And this is where I've been critical of Slot. Like, why couldn't you just drop a Canate and put in a Joe Gomez, who's ultimately been good this season when been relied upon. So I'm very happy with that side of things when it comes to Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez. They were really good tonight. But this man is a baller. I've been saying it for the longest time. When we signed Jeremy Frimpong, the receipts are there on the channel. The receipts are there on the channel. Ultimately, I said I was happy with Frimpong as a signing. Now, do I like him as an out-and-out right back? No, not because I think he can't do the right back. Is that because he's got so much good attacking traits? Going forward, I want to utilize him. And he was absolutely brilliant tonight. And I said this, when Salah and Frimpong get minutes together, you're going to see the build of a relationship. Because that's how Salah's also struggled this season. 1 minute he's had Szoboszlai, Conor Bradley, then Frimpong, Gomez as well, as all of his right backs. So he's not had that consistent partner. I'm hoping with Frimpong, if he can stay fixed, he has been unlucky with 2 hamstring injuries. He's been really, really good, man, going forward. And I think Frimpong's probably been one of our best players. Best player maybe over the past 4 or 5 games. Defensively, going forward, he started to add numbers to his game. Yes, he didn't get the goal tonight. It was really the goalkeeper that was a known goal. But ultimately, we don't get that goal if it's that's not for Jeremy Frimpong. Do you know what I mean? Let me catch up with some of the chat messages, and then we're gonna go through the rest of the players and talk a bit more about the results. Are blindsided at times, and that's why I look at performances we have been improving. Gets in the players are fully gelling. Yes, they're starting. Some of them are starting to really gel, man. Big up to you, bro. If you are new from Michael's raid, hit the like button. Ali, man of the match. Alisson definitely up there. Hopefully Gomez can stay fit. I've always liked Virgil van Dijk and Gomez as a partnership. Gomez has always struggled with those injuries. And you know what? I hope Canate is okay with his family issues, obviously, that he's having to go through tonight. But ultimately, I kind of want to see Gomez against Bournemouth, to be honest with you. I've always said this. If Gomez is fit right now, play him. Because he's probably going to get injured walking down the stairs to get a cup of tea. So play him, while he's fit right now. Um, Big up to N90. Bless up to you, my G, every single time. My guy. If Milos improves his crossing and passing, he can be one of the best left backs in the world after Nuno Mendes. I'm not going to get too far ahead of the curve with Kirkers. I know the capabilities. I think people need to remember that Kirkers is only 21, and all the mistakes he was making at the start of the season were very much easily to be coached out upon. Still slots out. Look, this performance doesn't change anything, but ultimately it was a fantastic performance, and I'm going to give Arne Slot the credit. Do you know one thing I was really with Arne? You know one thing I was really happy with Slot tonight? He was vocal on the touchline, and I've been mentioning this over the past couple of weeks. When you're in this shit, I want a manager vocal on the touchline, and he was very vocal tonight. Arne Slot on the touchline, very vocal, demanding orders. He was actually stood up there for a long period of time. And do you know what? Bless up to Slot. As much do I want him to be Liverpool manager? No, but we give credit where credit is due here on this channel, and that's what we do. 2 likes away from 20, by the way, chat. That's up the likes if you can. Yeah, big up to you, my bro. Yo, big up to Lewis, my G, man. We'll have to catch up with you soon, my G. Yeah, people that are rating coming from Zia's channel as well. Smash the likes, Raiders. Yeah, man. If you are new, like button. Look, Liverpool Football Club have won a game tonight. We've actually won a game convincingly. Not a couple of nerves or not a great performance. It was a start to end really good Liverpool performance. And I'm really, really happy. Do you know one man I really want to give a shout out to? This man here, Alexis McAllister. My Argentinian. This guy has come up under a lot of stress over the past couple of weeks. But tonight, my baller, McAllister. People know this on the channel how much I love McAllister. Yeah, absolutely fantastic, and he used that South American vibes tonight, getting stuck in challenges, winning challenges, getting away with it. Just an all-round really good performance. He was steady on the ball. He wasn't getting bypassed. There was a couple of moments in that first half. He grew into the game, McAllister, and I think he was really, really good. And him and that grab, I like the system tonight. The system changed. 1 minute it was 4-3-3, 1 minute it was 4-2-4, 1 minute it was 4-2-2-2, and McAllister was suiting roles. And at the end of the game, he was playing like a 10, pressing well. Really, really happy for McAllister tonight. And he almost scored in the first half as well. So people forget how much of a good footballer McAllister is. And I believe for 1 second McAllister's on the decline. I've always said that I don't want to sell McAllister. I want McAllister to stay at Liverpool. The only thing is with Alexis McAllister is I just think he's tired and fatigued. And that's the only thing that's really ultimately letting him down later in the games. And he was really, really good tonight. Ryan Gravenberch, absolutely fantastic. Yo, Zia, bless up for the raid, my G, every single time as well. I think I can't remember if I mentioned it. But yeah, if you are new chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. How we fourth in both leagues. Honestly, it's mad. And sometimes I do say this, do the league all lie, because how we fourth in both leagues is mad. And you know what? This is where you still have to give credit to the players, give credit to the manager. There's players that we want, but there's a few players that people sold. There's a manager that everyone wants to go. At the same time of breath, we need to give credit where credit is due tonight. And tonight, it was a Liverpool performance and brilliantly coached by Arne Slot. I do want to come to Wirtz. For me, I thought Wirtz was the worst player on the pitch. Now, when I mean this, I don't mean Florian Wirtz was terrible. He was just the worst player on the pitch for me. There's a couple of moments tonight where Florian had some really good opportunities, and it was just lacking that decision making, lacking that end product decision making, when to pass, when to shoot. And these are things I've been mentioning. I'm not going to go too hard on him, pause, because he has been good this season. But he was good at moments tonight. He was linking up well with Hugo Ekitike. That partnership is actually really, really good. And I'm loving the partnership between Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike, because they're building such a really good bond together, and they thrive off each other. There was just a couple of moments tonight where Furtz maybe could have just dropped the shoulder, then shot, maybe had a pass instead of shot, but he wasn't terrible. He was just, for me, not the best player on the pitch, and that's okay. And he's still learning in this Liverpool team, so I'm not going to go in on him too much. But honestly, chat, I'm absolutely thrilled, and you can tell the way I'm speaking, the way I've got a smile on my face. I'm just happy we won tonight with a convincing win. Not a 1-0 nervy. Maybe it could have been a draw, really poor performance. It was a really good start to finish performance, steady. And I think the best way to describe it was controlled and professional. Controlled and professional from Liverpool. And that comes from Slot, and fair play to him. Hugo Ekitike. Honestly, one thing with Hugo Ekitike, my God, Ekitike is changing him. Honestly, Ekitike changes trims. Ekitike moves his trims faster than an F1 car. Because I can't lie, Ekitike, mate. That haircut is fucking terrible. Why can't he just go back to the haircut that he had a couple of weeks ago, man? But no, he had some good opportunities tonight. Probably should have scored. Really good, well chance created. Hit the cross. He did score, and what a celebration! I think the celebration was something like this. The celebration was absolutely cold. Absolutely cold. Definitely something from, like, I don't watch anime or anything, but it gave me anime vibes. The way he was going, like, and him and Szoboszlai did that. Big up to Wesley in the chat. Absolute cold celebration, I can't lie, from Hugo Ekitike. But the main man, Dominic Szoboszlai, absolute professional performance from this man. We're going to come to Mo Salah in a minute, but I want to just kind of briefly speak on the players, and then we're going to go in on a couple of more individually. Szoboszlai, what a free kick. And do you know these free kicks, they're really hard to do? The technique, the low driven into the corner, to use the IQ to be able to place it into the corner, the right tempo of pace on the ball was fantastic from Szoboszlai. Fantastic. And it just a really, really good performance. Really, really, really good performance. And you know what? Jared mentioned a really good thing before pre-match about staying calm, keeping that what's the word? Not composure, but humbleness about him. And Szoboszlai really does have that. And he's just getting better and better. And you know what? I think he's second in terms of goals and assists in the campaign. And people have been mentioning this about Szoboszlai for a couple of times now. He needs to add numbers. I don't know what his exact numbers are, but I think Szoboszlai's done something like 15 plus GA this season. For a player that's not even playing as an out-and-out 10 or a 4, he's fantastic numbers. He's just stepping up to the plate. He puts that penalty behind him at the weekend, and he steps up with a fantastic performance tonight and a really good free kick. Absolutely well controlled by Dominic Szoboszlai, and he deserves all credit for it. Let me catch up with some of the messages. Gomez has to start now. Yeah, Gomez was really good, Jaden. He was really, really good. And this is nothing on Ibu. It's more due to the facts of I just want to see something new. And we've seen this with Gomez this season when he's actually played. He's been really good. Because we ain't as bad as we think. Imagine when we sign some missing pieces. Can't wait for that to happen. Just hoping we have a PG type season where we peak after January and we can go on all the way in Europe. Well, we're setting ourselves for a really good way, because look, if we can get fourth, a win, no matter what, if we win against Karabag, not only have we secured top eights right now with 2 points clear, I believe, even with a point, it will near enough confirm it, unless a Man City slap Galatasaray Bodo Glimt. As long as we get a result at Anfield, we will be in the top 8. But if we Qarabag, we're going to get top 4 in the Champions League, and that would guarantee us round of the 16 Anfield leg, second leg, and quarterfinals second leg. So it's absolutely crucial we do beat Karabag to confirm that, to make sure we do get those. I thought we would lose this game. I'm happy with the 3-0 away in Europe. Really good performance, and that's probably up there. Is that Arne Slot's best European performance? I think that's, you look back at Girona last season was a good controlled 1-0. I know people were mentioning PSG, smash and grab, but if you're talking controlled good performance, I think that's Slot's best performance as a Liverpool manager in the Champions League. Big up to Wesley, man. How cold was it? Reacts. I don't know what you're on about. I thought we would get smoked. Why don't you give me the flower? I called you would win and the same scoreline. Didn't you say Liverpool would lose 3-0? The most. I reckon we finished third, or Madrid smells Benfica 1-1. No, honestly, chat, I'm taking this, man. I'm absolutely thrilled with the performance tonight. Absolutely thrilled, and I'm gassed. I'm absolutely gassed. Who else we got to speak about? We've got to speak about Mo Salah, and I thought Mo Salah tonight, people will criticise him. Could have scored. There was a time where he probably should have opened up his body, using his left part of his body to open up, and then use the right foot to dink or the left foot to dink. But he tried to kind of use his right foot to. I don't even know what he kind of tried to do there. But this was a time where he should have opened up his body, he was cleaning, and he should have scored. But Salah was good today. He was tracking back, doing defensive work. Oh, Mohamed Salah, don't track back. Well, what did you watch the game? Track back, and he did really well. And you know what? It was a good performance to come back away from AFCON. When Mo Salah was on the ball, he was doing his thing. He wasn't doing amazing, and he wasn't poor. It was just a good performance. A good performance. I'm not going to criticize anybody today. I thought Gravenberch again. He was getting by a couple of times in that first half. That little rat up front for Marseille. The absolute scumbag. He can hold that. Yeah, mate, you can hold that, bruv. Kirkes gave him a few. Gravenberch was good. And you know what? Big ups to Cody Gakpo. That was a really nice goal for him. He also scored tonight. Really good, tidy finish from Gakpo. Coming down from the left-hand side, buries into the back of the net, and it's a 3-0 away performance for Liverpool. Szoboszlai, fantastic free kick. Bully, coming from Frimpong, really. And Gakpo. My overall man of the match. Now, man of the match for me, I would honestly say it's torn between three players. Alisson Becker, Jeremy Frimpong, and Dominic Szoboszlai. I think they're the three main standout performances. But I do want to give honorable mentions to the likes of McAllister, I thought was good again, and Milos Kerkez as well. Let's get into some of your chat managers. I said you would beat Marseille because they play to Slot's strength. No, to be fair, I actually remember now you do, to be fair. I think that's top three performances with Slot in the Champions League. Real Madrid 2-0. Was also good. Yeah, true. I forgot about those. Yeah, I'll probably say that's definitely top three. Then Leverkusen 4-0, Real Madrid 2-0. And that's definitely up there. I think that's definitely Slot's best away performance in the Champions League. Milan wasn't too bad, although I remember we conceded a really early goal to Milan. But Girona's Girona, so I can't really gas up the Girona one. But that's definitely up there with that, man. I'm really happy, chat. I can't lie. I'm really, really gassed with the performance. And this is coming from Anfield sector. A win at Anfield, a win at home to Karabakh FK will guarantee Liverpool a top 4 spots in the UCL standings for the group stage. Not a bad effort for results against Galatasaray and PSV. One thing I want to give manager the credit. I do want to give him the credit because he stuck to his guns about Mohamed Salah, and this is where Slot needs to have ultimately the credit. Today, good performance, set it up strong, changed the style of play, the formation in and out throughout the game. And I mentioned this earlier. But honestly, I'm so happy I saw Honor Slot on the touchline. I saw him on the touchline screaming, being vocal, you know, showing emotion. And this is something I want to see as a Liverpool fan. I want to see my manager be vocal. I want to see him vent to the team. I want to see him direct orders. And he did that brilliantly today. There was not a time where he wasn't kind of really sitting down, maybe just for tactical reasons. So I'm definitely going to give Mr. Slot um, the credit he deserves for that ultimately. But I think he has done a press conference. Let's have a look, see if Slot has done a press conference, and we'll we will be giving him his praise on a Slot press conference. I don't know if he's already done it, or it might. I've seen a couple of quotes, but I don't know if it's through what's it called, TNT. I'll have a quick look. Let me have a look. I don't think he has, but we can go for tweets. Today we deserved what we got, and we're unlucky like we weren't so many times this season. I agree. It's like the past 13 games unbeaten. We've only been behind for 54 minutes. We had to be really good today. To beat them, and I think we were already in the first half when we were 3 or 4 moments we could have took off the ball, and then we should have been on the counter attack. On the ball, we were very positive, but generated less chances than we did Saturday. But we scored 3, and not everyone is probably much positive. I think it's because of the overall performance, and plus taking into fact it was Burnley. Marseille is a tough away ground to go to ultimately, but we dismantled them. And they ultimately did play to our strengths in that high line. Hugo Katika, Florian Wirtz, I was gonna say Alexander Isak for some reason. Mohamed Salah, that's got that pace and Frimpong as well, and Kirkes was able to break down the team, and but I don't know why. I don't know if that's really a dig in terms of positivity. We want to see wins, Slot. We want to see wins. We want to see good performances. And if you're comparing Burnley to Marseille, they're incomparable, mate. Incomparable. We had to be really good. Oh, that's just another quote. 3 points and a clean sheet. A win at home, yeah, that will guarantee us. Now going to Bournemouth and do the same. We're all bored of inconsistency now. Time to take 2 steps forward and none back. Absolute facts. That is literally the tweet. Van Dijk reports on team meeting. Obviously, there was going to be a meeting after the Burnley game, but I didn't say there was a meeting by me. I don't know where this misinformation is from. I think the Premier League could dump big upside. But honestly, chat, I'm absolutely thrilled. What a win for Liverpool. Absolutely massive win in Marseille tonight. Let me get into some of your comments. Slot has smoked many managers some of our fans want. Just saying QT mods, Liverpool fans wanted Slot out for Alonso. Slot deserves to see out the end of the season no matter what happens because he won you the Prem. Slot smoked him. You aren't winning the UCL. Stop this, man. You beat a team that is bad in the French league. Stop this, man. And to be fair, pretty sure Marseille beating Paris Saint-Germain this season. I think Kirkes has improved development both in attack and defense. He's still lacking crossing, and hopefully he'll continue to improve. I feel like that end product, big up to you, Cop. I feel like that end product will naturally improve though, because again, he is only a 21-year-old. There's only so much he can improve at our current space of time while being in the predicament that we are currently in as a football club. And ultimately, Kirkes deserves absolute massive praises because, like I said, the complaints that we were starting at the start of the season, the decision making slightly, the down to ground too easily, making those reckless defensive tackles, being sloppy on the ball. He's very much improved at all of those. I would say honestly, strong past month. Our fullbacks are starting to really settle, and for us to be able to improve and go forward and win matches. Our fullbacks needs to be settled, and I'm happy that we saw a really good performance from Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong. Smash the likes, people. Tonight is a good one. Yep. Um, but honestly, I'm absolutely gassed up. Try and run these likes up to 80. If we very much possibly can. But yeah, Kerkez is very much improving, and he just needs more time to ultimately adapt. And I have no real worries or concerns for Kerkez, so I'm very happy, and we were very strong tonight. Very strong, good performance. We've got to follow it up now. We've got to start following things up. We've got to start following up with more wins, following up more results, and we're doing that. We're doing that. And now you look at our fixtures. This for me was a massive month. Starting reset from Burnley. You're starting from Marseille. Marseille, you had to go and win. Bournemouth, you've got to go and win because you cannot put on a performance like that against Marseille and then revert back to type. Like that we just showed you with the tweet. We've got to keep taking 2 steps forward. We can't be taking none back. I want to see a performance. I want to see a result away in Bournemouth on Saturday night. And then obviously we got the game week against Karabag, where hopefully we will see our throat to the top 8. And obviously the only way that we won't get top 8 is ultimately if we lose. And if we want to get top 4 and can secure those Anfield second legs in the round of the 16 in the quarterfinals, go and beat them, and we have secured that. And obviously, you got the 6 points at the end of the month in Newcastle, Man City, Sunderland, Brighton, Forest all coming up, and obviously one of them being in the FA Cup. So we needed to start the reset build, and we very much did that. And you know what? Marseille had a couple of chances tonight, but Marseille, yes, they had chances tonight. Yes, they did. But ultimately, Liverpool nullified them at times. Alisson made some really, really good saves. And I just really like the shape. I really, really like the shape. And that's another thing. The fact that we was changing formation mid-game, changing it to a 4-2-2-2, a 4-3-3, when to revert, when not to revert. It was just a really good calculated performance. Szoboszlai, future captain. Remember Szoboszlai, the season he took after that season till now? Yeah, Szoboszlai is starting to add numbers. Ultimately to his game. And it's really, really, really good to see. I'm also really happy for the Gakpo as well, getting that goal, like I said, and I broke it down the way he cuts in on the left hand side and he got a really good finish. I think that would have done him the world of good, and you can see it in his face. One, to not only get the win, but to get a goal under his net. I think he's obviously the end product as of late, and he really, really needed tonight, and he ultimately got that. So I'm very pleased and happy for Cody Gakpo. I just want to see him ultimately continue and to continue to build, upon this. So hoping he can continue to do it, and we'll obviously have to wait and see if we can ultimately go on to beat Bournemouth at the end of the week, and hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. 1 second. We'll stay live for another. We'll do another 10 or so minutes, chat. We'll do another 10 or minutes. Bring me a wing and a team. About this team will cook. I think we are top 5 contenders for the Champions League alongside Bayern, Arsenal, PSG, and Barca. Watch the scores for the games. What was the other scores? Because I'm not sure. I've not even remotely checked, to be honest. Fixtures. Let's have a look. Galatasaray 1-1 against Athletic. Karabag winning 3-2. Atalanta was 1-0. Got massive in our favour. Bayern won 2-0. Chelsea won 1-0. Who scored for them? Juventus won 2-0. Liverpool obviously won 3-0. Newcastle were 3. Who scored for them? Wissa, Gordon, Barnes. Fair enough. And Barca won 4-2. So what is? Let's have a look at the overall table, man. This is the factual overall table, and like I said, we want to very much secure that. Who's PSG got? They got Newcastle next. So again, that massively goes in my favour. Tottenham have got Frankfurt. Real Madrid have got Benfica. So we can maybe finish third. Potentially finish third. But second is obviously impossible, really, because of the goal difference. We would need Bayern Munich to lose and us absolutely smash up Karabakh for us to get second place. Barca might miss out, you know. Man City, and this is why I can't be doing with top eight the playoffs. Napoli, you know. Oh, and they got Chelsea next. Interesting. Oof, 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 oof. That's why I don't want it, man, because some of the teams that are in it, Atletico Madrid, Man City, Barcelona, potentially Chelsea if they slip back in, Atalanta, we know they're going to be difficult. And ultimately, I believe, let's say if we was to finish fourth, as of right now, this is who we would be facing. We would get either one of these four. So Real Madrid or Liverpool. No, we haven't got Real Madrid. We won't face Real Madrid, but we will face either us or Real Madrid will face either Marseille or Leverkusen or Atalanta or Inter Milan. And I can't lie, that isn't really a good tie. So hopefully that can kind of swing about a bit because if they were our four teams, I fancy us smacking up Leverkusen. I think we'll beat Marseille. But the two Italian teams, they'll just be absolute tough wars, won't they? They would actually be tough wars. So yeah, as the playoffs stand, that's how it works. It was ultimately, obviously, it's going to move about a little bit, but just to get somewhat a bit of understanding, you know, Liverpool or Real Madrid would face one of these four teams. So if standings say the same, Liverpool will either get either Atalanta or Inter winner, or they'll get Marseille or Leverkusen winner. So if we can get somewhat of an easy tie, get yourselves into the quarterfinals, and that's why you really believe in. If you win that quarterfinal tie, especially with it being at Anfield, if you get top four, you're in the semi-finals, and ultimately you're 2 games away from a Champions League fucking final. You look at it from that point of view, a final for me to believe, we just need to get. If we can get to that quarterfinals, try and get some easy teams, and if we can pull off and get like I don't know, man, if we can get someone like a Olympiacos type winners and all this, I'll absolutely buy your hand off for it. Knockouts are where the competition takes off. I find it a receipt when I called you'd win tonight. Inter would win 100% be the hardest, but we beat Inter this season. Barca play a Danish team. So yeah, it's eating up chat. That's how it's almost standing like, oh, there could be some classics. That's what. So I don't know how it works. So that would we face Real Madrid? So would we basically face all of those and then face a Real Madrid Liverpool? But if that's the case, oh my god. So we could potentially have Real Madrid quarterfinals and then one of these lot in the semis. Is that how I think it works? I think that's how it works. So right, let's say Marseille beat Leverkusen and Atalanta beat Inter. Us and Real Madrid will play our respective teams, and then we meet in the quarters, and then these lot will battle it out. So we, as it stands, we could get PSG in the fucking. So these could be the teams on the route to the final, roughly. And I know we can't really. I know it's obviously going to change with at least another match day to go, but I'm ultimately taking that. I'm very much taking that. Although I fancy it against those two. I fancy it to be Atleti. Man City, I think we'll beat Spurs. Really, it's just Real Madrid. If you're talking these teams here, PSG, God, please stay away, and Man City and Real Madrid. Everyone else, I think Liverpool can beat over 2 legs. But if you beat those teams, look at the belief. Very much do for your confidence. Newcastle getting slapped by PSG. Newcastle lost so bad away from home. I could see playing Chelsea at some point this season in the Champions League. Oh, I hope not, man. Newcastle will not beat PSG in France. I agree. Fact check QT mods. I'm not really sure what the link Wesley has put in. He's literally put a link into my own chat. Interesting. Okay. But I'm very happy, chat. Very, very happy, man. Smash up the like button. Goodbye. Goodbye, bro. 3 a.m. Big up to you, my bro. Big up to you, man. Yeah, if you are new, chat, hit the like button and subscribe. We are ultimately a few subs from 2.6, and we're hoping to get there in the coming days. We're very much hoping to get potentially in the coming days. We can only beat what's in front of us. Bring on Real Madrid and Barcelona and City. Yep. If that happens, my feeling that the season 2005 was really on. Listen, I would if we somehow win the Champions League in Budapest, listen, it's a perfect fairy tale with Szoboszlai, isn't it, as well? It's a perfect fairy tale as well. You know, with Szoboszlai being in his country, I believe Szoboszlai ultimately missed out on the World Cup to go and win it back in your country. I mean, no, I didn't, Wesley. I literally took my words back and literally was correct. What are we doing here? But no, chat, we are going up here. 45 minutes, spoke about the game, some really good individual performances. Really, I'm so happy, man. And we can go into the next couple of days with a bit of positivity, a bit of belief. You know, not talk about, oh, yeah, just sack him, sack. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy. Content coming up. We'll do a reflection video as well. A couple of YouTube shorts. We will be live tomorrow. There's also some transfer news circling around that I want to speak about as well. So we are going to cover that on the channel. But no, bless up to every single one of you, man. Appreciate everybody. We will be back live tomorrow, and I'll see you all then. Up the Reds, and I appreciate every single one of you. I'm gonna go and make food. Reacts, why do you get one result and start talking about being in the final, man? You sound like a Chelsea fan. I'll keep the stream, bro. I need something to eat. I've literally had only lunch, and it's literally nearly 11 o'clock here in the UK. I'm gonna have some lovely pie and chips, proper pie and chips. So yeah, bless up to everybody. Take care. Up the Reds. Fair play to Slot for the performance. Liverpool potentially into the knockouts. If they Carabao. Take care, and I'll see you guys all very, very, very soon. Take care and good night. Come on! And also, guy up front for Marseille, hold that. Peace. Love.